Everybody, welcome back to Ian's Movie Reviews. This week I'm going to be doing Apollo 18, and if you do not know, it's a movie that just came out on DVD, and it's got a Paranormal Activity-esque feel to it. It's basically, the synopsis is, 3 astronauts go to the moon for the first time that the United States goes to the moon, and, you know, stuff happens, and I'm not going to give anything away, obviously. If you want spoilers, don't watch this review, go watch the movie, and I don't know, if you're really into spoilers, just fast forward the movie to the end, I suppose. But I'm going to give you my pros and cons. Of course, there's some things I didn't like and some things I did like, and you know, that's why I'm here trying to give you. And granted, if you guys disagree with me whatsoever or agree with me, whatever, put it in the comments below. I like to read comments and see what your opinion is, because, you know, if you have a different opinion, maybe I can look at it differently, because that's kind of why I'm here. But just to get into it, good things about it definitely was it kept that suspense throughout the entire movie. It kept that, you know, kept me on my edge of my seat, sort of. You know, I was into it. I was definitely into it. And that's, you know, those types of movies are made for that reason, so I thought they accomplished that. Also, the acting was awesome. I really appreciate good acting, especially when it's in a movie like Cloverfield and Paranormal Activity type of movie, because they have to be convincing. That's why I love those movies, because, you know, it just shows really good acting, and people don't realize it because they think those movies like Paranormal Activity and stuff are just about the ghosts, and, you know, they don't look, oh, it's not real, so the acting is being portrayed and it feels real because they're so good at it. But you know, I did that. I love that. I definitely love that. Also, I felt like they set up the characters like amazingly. I felt like they went in detail on each person, and this was all in the beginning of the movie. They described what was going to happen. They kept it was kind of like a really good essay, sort of. It was like strong beginning, strong middle to strong end, and it was just, you know, it all didn't make sense, but it all, you know, seemed to go together perfectly, you know what I mean? Also, I felt like the moon shots and the special effects they put into this movie were fantastic. I thought when they were on the moon, it was like, I felt like it was actually a thing, and they tried hard, of course, to make it so it seemed like it was in the 60s when they just started doing these things with the old cameras and stuff, and I feel like that was awesome and portrayed perfectly. So definitely it was awesome in that aspect. Now, cons. I got a few of them. One is that towards the end, they gave up on the storyline. They just gave up on it. They kept the suspense and stuff, and they would put random things in, you know, random stuff would start happening. But I feel like they didn't keep it towards the end, and that was disappointing, because, you know, it was solid throughout most of the movie, and then just started falling apart like Jenga or whatever. And I also thought that, you know, towards the end it kind of threw me off, because of course I'm not trying to spoil anything, but you know, stuff is supposed to happen that you want to happen, and it seems to go the other way. And it sucks, you know. You're like, oh, you know, everything's okay, and then, you know, aliens or whatever you want to call them, or whatever, you probably know what I'm talking about because you've seen the movie. But you know, you think, you know, it's all good, and then it's not. And I feel like there was a lot of cheap scares, also jump scares and stuff. But really, that's about it. I really don't have anything else to point about it, because I'm not really that picky, but. Definitely, I would still say go see it. Just it's kind of like, oh, that's, you know, I'm glad I saw this. Or if you really hate movies and you pick at them, you're gonna hate this movie, because there's a lot in there that have that aspect where you feel like they missed a lot of stuff. Like, a lot of information's gone that it's not there. But really, that's about it. My rating for it this week would be like a 4 out of 5 stars, like a 3.5. I'll give it a 3.5 stars out of 5. Not perfect, but didn't totally suck, and I've seen worse, obviously. So yeah, still go see it. Still go, you know, go to Netflix or Redbox and just go rent it, you know. I'm not sponsored by them. I wish I was. That'd be amazing. But go to those things. They're, you know, cheap, and you can go rent them for nothing. And yeah, that's about it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like and stuff. And tell me what you thought about my review. Did you agree? Did you disagree? And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, bye.